Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are going through 5 common defense errors that people make when kicks are thrown at them. It does not take me long when I start sparring with somebody to go, oh, they're making the same mistake that pretty much everybody else I spar with continues to make. So today we're going to clear those up and stop you from making them in the future, which will hopefully make your life a whole lot easier when you go in for sparring sessions. Before we get the episode underway and I go through 5 common kicking defense mistakes that people make, I want to thank the sponsor of this episode, XMartial. They have some fantastic training gear. I am loving the assortment of rash guard shorts that they are sending me. They look spectacular. They feel great. And if you're looking for more than apparel, they have so many other avenues on their shop which you can discover and just get all the training gear you need. You can head over to XMartial.com, use the promo code Gabriel Varga to save 10%, and in the description box below I will put a link so you can head directly there. And let's move in to the first common mistake that we very often see, and that is scooping a front kick. When somebody throws at you, you have 2 hands that you can use defensively for the front kick. The common mistake that I see is utilizing the incorrect hand. So if I throw a left front kick at you, hopefully by now you're already going, okay, if you threw the left front kick, I should use blank hand. Which hand should you use? You should already know the answer. If you don't, it's left hand to left foot and right hand to right foot on the scoops. Why is this so important? Well, the danger, the answer why you have to use left to left and right to right is the question mark kick. If I see somebody as I throw this left leg out, if I see them use their right hand, I know if I transition and come up, there's going to be nothing there defensively. So if you were to throw a left front kick at me right now, I would bring my hand down, but if the person transitions to the question mark kick and they come up here, no problem. If I use this hand and they transition, I'm getting caught right in the side of the head, lights out. So remember, left hand to left foot, right hand to right foot. If you can do that, you keep yourself so much safer from those athletes, those martial artists who have the ability to come up and flip that leg over. The next common kicking mistake, which I note all the time, and people on the channel have also said before, is the cross block. People have pointed out to me and said, look at Gabriel, you teach the cross block, but it doesn't really work because you're gonna get knocked off balance when a good, strong kicker throws at you. And I strongly disagree because I have sparred with some guys who kick like absolute monsters. People who are 200 pounds who kick. Yes, if you do this incorrectly and you block, you're gonna get knocked away and there's no counter shot. So that is the mistake. How do you correct it? You engage your whole body. I see the kick coming. I don't simply just stand here. I turn and I drop my weight into it. When I drop my weight into it, I'm meeting the force. And not only that, now I have a big counter shot to come back at them and make them pay for throwing that kick. Doesn't matter if it's off the right or off the left. I have that counter shot and I engage through my body. I shift my hips. I get my entire momentum driving down to absorb the impact of that kick. I have fought some hard kicking people before. I've sparred with guys out of my weight class. If I remember to utilize this technique correctly, nobody moves me. The next mistake that I want to focus on is catching the front kick. When you come with both hands and you go to trap that front kick, as opposed to which we already talked about before, scooping it, there's a very common mistake that many people make, and I have landed on people because of them making this mistake, not in sparring though, because we are talking about front kicks to the face. I do not front kick people to the face in sparring, but in a fight, that's fine. So if I go to catch the front kick, it's not the bottom hand that we're worried about, it's the top hand. What is the common mistake that happens here? People do not clear the face. They come from here, they drop their hand down, and then they come to this position. If the guy front kicks me in the face, or it was intended to come there, there's nothing blocking it. But if you can remember, hands are up, clear the face, If this happens and they come up for the front kick to the head, you're at least gonna bat their shin down and they will not connect fully there. Yes, you can utilize all the other aspects of this. You can hollow your hips out. As long as you clear that face, your head stays high, you're not gonna take any shots up to the jaw with the bottom of the foot. The next thing, the next very common mistake, more from beginners than intermediate and advanced, is checking the low kick and keeping their leg too straight down the middle. And this is not only specific to people who are lower level, because I see many UFC fighters, high level people who are, fighting in these massive promotions, but don't necessarily have their defense down pat. I see them make this mistake and they pay the consequence. When I check, I want to come out on a 45-degree angle, not way out here because then they're gonna hit the standing leg, but definitely not right up here. The reason I have to take that angle is because now they're gonna land on the shin. When they land on the shin, it's gonna hurt them more than me. But if I keep my leg directly towards you as I check, now they're gonna catch the outside of the leg. They're gonna target the calf. My leg gets battered to the side. I'm the one who gets damaged because my calf is getting smashed. And it won't take too many of those before you stop checking the kicks, and then they're just gonna start hammering your thigh because you're too scared to check. So remember, hands stay up, body doesn't have to move to catch that 45-degree angle. I just keep everything neutral and I pop it out to the side. I like to flex my foot up as opposed to point the toes. That is a preference which you'll have to choose between, but the main mistake is being too lazy with this lift up and forgetting to catch that angle just a little bit. And the final mistake that I want to talk about today, which has resulted in fighters getting knocked out, is not utilizing the fade back on a head round kick correctly. The reason I see people get knocked out is they keep their torso square. Now, there are fighters, like the opponent I fought, Lerdsila, who can have his hands down here and he just fades straight back like this. And because he's so limber through his lower back, his head is so far out of range. But most of us are not getting our head from here to here. Most of us are just doing more like 6 inches in movement. If my torso stays square and I come to here, I have nothing protecting my jaw. But if I remember to turn, now this shoulder's in front, and if anything gets hit, it's gonna be the shoulder as opposed to my head. My right hand stays high to protect on this side, but the shoulder protects on the opposite side. So as you fade back, make sure you turn your body sideways to stay extra protected. That way you won't end up with a kick coming, catching you right there. If you get hit here, it's definitely lights out. Only have head movement left. Your back is maxed out on extension. So making sure we just get that little twist as we fade back is gonna make all a world of difference. I think I got that wrong. Is gonna make a world of difference when you're executing that fade back on head level round kicks. So that is everything I wanna talk about with you guys today. Make sure you head over to XMartial.com and use that promo code Gabriel Varga to grab some awesome gear. Tomorrow is going to be a very similar episode, except we're going to talk about 5 things that people do very often when blocking punches, boxing defense. What are the common errors that I see when I spar with people? That will be tomorrow. And if you do not want to miss that episode, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. If you enjoyed the video, guys, please give it a like. Train hard. I will see you back here soon for another video.